First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Winston. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And some room to roam now. Past the 20.
Don't worry about it, baby.
Touchdown,
I ain't worried about it.
Vikings.
Ball carrier. Touchdown.
Dalvin Cook, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's Herbert. Flushed out right. And that's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
10 at the 49-yard line.
On first down, Justin Herbert. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
The running there is Cook, but no lane to be found as they'll stop him behind the line.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Antonio Callaway.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 3rd down, Winston. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
Smith catches left side. Well, that gives him a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is.
He's got daylight. The 30. 10. Ooh, touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 95 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, the conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, pump the ball away, but no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Winston. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Seven, our score after 1.
Score tied 7-7.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Eluding the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open. True. So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
At the 27-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Quarterback 60. Check like 33.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10.
Ready for us.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
On the return, Deontay Harris. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive. And they'll probably...
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now
on any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
touchdown.
Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Vikings 21, Bears 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Harris on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is...
Herbert has it knocked free. And this belongs to the Vikings. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
10 yards.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
4-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Breida, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Bears' 4-yard line.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, Winston. Flush to his right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Jameis to throw it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
To
J.J. Nelson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense.
To throw again, Herbert. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, check mark 33. Check mark 33. All right, T, let's go. 18, check 33. 33.
Out of the gun, Herbert. He's going to wind up and air it out. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. We'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Harris to return it. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mike check 33.
Throwing again. Herbert. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A gain there of 21 yards.
Chicago Bears.
On first down, it's Herbert. And he'll find Hall. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On first and 10, Herbert looking here for Smith downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10.
That's good.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
To the air again, Herbert. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on second and goal? Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
He's got a man, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Jameis now on first down. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
And incomplete. It's second down and 10.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. Winston. And He'll go underneath here to Breida. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now a timeout taken.
It's a gain of 4.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Jameis again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Set to kick off.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And that's caught by Smith. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 36.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Herbert off of play action. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Thrown away and incomplete. It's now 3rd down and 16.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. On 4th down, Herbert. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
On first down, here's Breida. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call a sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Herbert on 1st down now. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. That catch good for only a couple.
At the 48.
Play action. It's Herbert. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Herbert throwing again. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 35.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Soldier Field. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 19. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
At their own 5-yard line.
The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. It doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Vikings.
Check, crouch, crouch, crouch. Check that
coming out of the gun here, Breida. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
He was taken.
It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 19-yard line.
Now a run with Cook. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction.
Or just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Harris now to return. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bears take over.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Completes it to Hardman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 36 yards on the play. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. Herbert back to the air. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Herbert. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
3 at the 3-yard line.
Again, Herbert steps away to his left. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Tavon Young. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They're probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. To throw again. Herbert. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by the rookie from Bama, Trayvon Diggs. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Zach Cunningham.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Vikings, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll get a late bye next week, which might be coming at the right time. And they'll be back in action in Week 12. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.